You know you're meant to chase them. That's what you're meant to do, Winston. So it's about 9 o'clock. Winston and I have already been up and had breakfast, but we're having a bit of a lazy day today, so we've came back to bed. If you're wondering where Winston is, he's here. So that's his, I don't know if you can see, that's his bottom. He's there. He does like a little, he's like a little spoon basically. He likes to come under the duvet and kind of curl up. So yeah, today I think is day 4. So we had a big hike yesterday, so we're taking today a little bit easier. We're gonna go for a walk, but just a short walk, maybe round the village. There's a little trail just off the campsite that we can follow and go see. We also need to do some like kind of caravan jobs, so we need to top up the water, empty the chemical toilet, empty the bin, all stuff like that. And then I can catch up on some work as well. So yeah, we're gonna have an extra 20 minutes snuggling in bed, and then need to get up, get ready, and crack on. Weather's a bit drizzly today, but that's okay. It's not bad. It's more than manageable, so that's good. But yeah, today's a pod day. Doing everything pod with a few gentle walks thrown in for good measure. I tried to get a time-lapse video of me turning the pod back into a living room, but my phone ran out of memory. So I'm now on my actual camera, and I'll show you the completed version now it's clean. So I have a towel just to get like the water off the boots, and it means I can stand here and kind of come in, take my boots off here, and not get all the crap inside. So this is how I usually set it up. Not washed up yet, so that's breakfast. I don't usually wash up until after I've had lunch. So what I do is I usually sit and work from this side. The cushion that's on that side I just take off and put over there, mainly so Winston has space to turn around, because he will come in, up on there, down, and then hopefully to his little space at the back. But as we've seen, he does like to come down onto my space. The desk is pretty much set up for the rest of the day because that's where I'll work from. The duvet I leave here. I used to put it in the van, but at night it used to be a pain to get out the van and bring it in, so I just leave it in there. And then I put this shelf up, so I've got extra kitchen space, and I use under it for like extra storage stuff, so I'll put my coat and stuff under there. And that's usually as we are for the majority of the day. Obviously there's my USB port, so I'll have different things up there charging. Got my microphone up there, and yeah, that's just sorted. So I've got this plug socket here, which I'll use for the booster heater, the kettle, and also my laptop. And I've also got a second one down here if I need to also charge like my iPad or something else down there. And then that's us sorted. Are you waiting for your toy? Okay. We need to go empty the rubbish, Winston, and get some more water. We do need to empty the rubbish and get some more water. Come on, I'm coming out, you go out. Go on, get down. He's a good boy, isn't he? He's such a good boy. Yeah, you are. Such a good little boy. Good boy. So I have to give a shout out to Braithwaite Village Camping and Caravan Club site. It's easily one of the best places I have stayed. As you can see, their campsite is absolutely immaculate and you're surrounded by amazing views. And the facilities were awesome as well. As you can see, they were super clean and they also always smelt nice and fresh when you walked inside, and they had these huge showers with nice hot water and good water pressure. And with it being December, their Christmas lights were also much appreciated and just made my stay even better. So I'm trying out a new hiking hairstyle. I do like it and it feels pretty secure, but I don't know how well it's going to hold up to wind, so we're going to go test it out today. I'm going to take a cap with me just in case. So today we drove out to Whinlatter Forest because we wanted to hike up two fells, the Lord's Seat and Barf. Now Braithwaite is actually really close to Whinlatter Forest and we could have actually walked there from the campsite, but it would have meant adding an extra 5 miles to our route, which then would have made the walk a little bit too long for my little senior dog. So instead we just hopped in the van for a short 10-minute drive. Now one of the first things we managed to do was find the Gruffalo. So that means that Winston and I have now found 2 Gruffalos in 2023. Made it to the top of the Lord's Seat. This is a little over 1800 feet and we can see absolutely nothing. No winds, no views whatsoever. It is very disappointing when that happens. The whole reason why I walk up hills is for the view, because I love the views. So when I go through all the effort and get to the top and you literally can't see anything, it's disappointing, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. We're now making our way down to Barf. How's the hair holding? Feels alright. Oh, my nose is running. Right, I need to go blow my nose. So this is when Winston's fluorescent jacket comes in very useful, because otherwise in these conditions I wouldn't be able to see him. He's brown, so he would just blend in to the foliage. Is that what it's called? Foliage? This stuff? Not quite sure. But anyway, yeah. Oh, we are starting to get some view, can you see? We're starting to see something. Oh wow. Yeah, is that a Christmas tree? Is that a Christmas tree? So we've just came down from there. It's only a few moments after, and look, it's just starting to appear. All this was hidden a minute ago, and now we can see it, and it's just looking incredible. So hopefully by the time we make it over to, I think we're going over to that one, this hopefully will be clear. I'm hoping. Look at that, that's more visible now. Oh, so exciting when a view comes, Wins, let's go! Alright, I think this takes us to the top, to the tippy top of Barf, which is 1630 something feet, I think. Lord's Seat was 1811 feet. Oh, getting a bit of a view. So This is the exciting bit when you're thinking, what am I going to see over the edge? What am I going to see? Is it going to be worth it? I hope so. We go that way, Wins. Is that the way? So that's Braithwaite Lake, I think. That over there is where we came from. We'll walk down here. So let's go see. Up this hill. Oh my god, look at that! Sun coming through as well, perfect time. Wow. I mean, that is pretty incredible. Sorry, I'm going down this way. What you came back up for? You want to come down this way too? Okay. I think your way might have been a bit better though. Probably shouldn't do this while trying to video. Spectacular. So although that was an absolutely incredible view, I can't quite work out which one I like more. Do I like that one at the top of Barf, or do I like the one that we saw at Barrow in part 1 of this vlog? Do let me know which one you prefer. But now it was time to walk back to the car, to drive home, and to give Winston another quick bath. Right, so we're back now in the pod. Winston's cleaned himself after his bath. I obviously didn't do a very good job. The hair's held up quite well, I think. Although, to be fair, it wasn't really that windy, so I'm not quite sure how much of a test it was. But now we're going to make some lunch. I've got chicken in a black bean sauce, which I am looking forward to. So Whinlatter Forest, really liked it. It was a really great walk. I paid I think about £6 for parking. I was there for about 3 hours. Now usually I don't like paying for parking, it just doesn't feel right paying for parking, but I believe that the money that they get from parking goes to help maintain the forest and obviously the facilities, so I don't mind so much. If you can hear a tapping, it's Winston's tail against my wellies. What are you doing, Winst? Eh? What are you doing? Right. I'm gonna make some food, I'm starving, and then we need to get some work done. So I've got a nice hot pan of vegetable soup, trying to get my 5 a day. I also put in half a tin of green lentils to bulk it out, and because I knew that this is what I was going to be having for my tea, I got the butter out a couple of hours earlier, so I have got bread with spreadable butter. It's the little things in life. So today's our last full day. Winston is having his late morning snoozes. I wasn't quite sure what to do today, but I think we're gonna try to get up Grisedale Pike. The only thing is that they've said that when I was reading the reviews, it's not suitable to be doing on windy days. And I heard quite a bit of wind this morning. It's not meant to be windy today, but I don't know, we'll see. It's definitely drizzly and a bit grey, and you can see the cloud at the top on the mountains. So again, I don't know whether it's worth going up, because even if we go up, we're not going to get much of a view. So I don't know, we'll see. I need to go brush my teeth and get washed and get changed and get ready for the day, and we will see what the weather's like then. How do you do it? Do you do it singles or do you do doubles? I like double. Oh, that's a big double. Okay, we're going back to singles. So yesterday, whilst I was walking around Whinlatter Forest, it got quite cold. So today, I put on an extra layer and I put on my super snood, which is really thick and warm. And today, we've been out for 10 minutes and I'm sweating. Now, I don't know if that's because we're currently shielded from the wind or whether it's because I'm walking uphill. I don't know if you can tell by my lack of ability to breathe properly. So when we get to the top and we get exposed to the wind and it levels off, I might be alright. But we'll see. I'm currently deciding whether to stop and strip or whether to keep going. Nothing worse than stopping, taking off your layers and then being cold, having to stop again and get redressed again. So I don't know. Let's just see. So here's Braithwaite, and there's a really good view of the campsite. So you can see all the caravans, and I think I can see the pod. It's just kind of above my finger. I don't know if you can make that out, but I think I can see it. So Grisedale Pike is there, and that's what we're going to be walking up, or that's what we're planning to do. At this point, I don't know what the track is like, how wide it is, or how safe it is, especially because the wind is starting to pick up. So we're just kind of playing it by ear at this point. But that path down there was the route that we followed in part 1 of the vlog, where we went down and we explored the mine, which is just down there. So what we did is we walked down the path to the mine, then we went up and over, and then we walked up and down these fells, the last one being Barrow, and then we went back down into Braithwaite and the campsite. But this time we're just on the other side and we're heading up there. Okay, so looking at my map, we're going up there and then across that way. I think that might be a ridge, in which case you don't really want to be on a ridge in wind. Now the wind does seem to have died down a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's because we're a little bit more sheltered here, and obviously up there's no shelter, so we're going to go up and see. On the plus side, I think I did see some other walkers across the top. So it all depends how narrow it is. If it's still quite wide, we'll be alright. But if it's narrow, then yeah, we're not doing it. We'll go have a little look. If it's too narrow, we'll just come back down again. But Winston's always a million miles ahead of me. So I often wonder whether Winston is getting too old for this type of stuff. But then when I take him out, he's always in front, he's always the first to the top, and if anything, I'm the one that slows him down. Okay, so it is like a ridge in that it drops off at both sides, but it's relatively wide and flat. It's not like you're walking on a knife edge, so I feel alright. And we're meant to be going up there, and I think I see some walkers. I think I see somebody in red. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. We had quite a big wind gust a minute ago where I had to kind of plant myself in the ground. Winston's fine. Winston's sheltered from it by all the foliage because he's low to the ground, whereas I'm obviously stood up straight. So we're going to see. We're going to keep going up. If the wind gets really bad, we'll turn around. It's not worth it. But the top is just there. So, and like I said, I can see some other walkers. I think they're coming down. So when they come down, I'll ask them what it's like. So I'm just going to take over on voiceover because it's getting a bit windy. But down there you can actually now see the mine where I'm pointing. And you can also see the stream that I crossed once but Winston crossed 3 times, and the track that we followed. Winston can get down these rocks so much quicker than I can. So it took me ages to get down the side of this hill, mainly because the ground was just full of loads of loose rocks, so that gave very unsure footing. And also because I'm a human and I stand on 2 legs, I've got a much higher centre of gravity. Where Winston's much lower to the ground, he's much more agile, so he just runs down the side as if it's completely nothing, where I've got to take loads of little steps and be very careful not to slip. Saying that though, coming down was probably my most favourite part, because that's when I was able to take in all the amazing views in front of me, especially this track here where you could see the village and again the campsite. When we got back, Winston got his post-hike treats, so at the moment he's got a beef trachea and I'm giving him some extra sprats because those are his favourite. So that is our last day and the end of our adventure. There's nothing else left to do now apart from clean the pod, pack everything away, get hitched up and get ready to tow home again. This has been one of my favourite campsites, and although I don't like to stay at the same place twice, I could probably make an exception for this one. During our adventure, here's all the things that we managed to do, all the hills that we climbed, and all the places we explored. Now hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.